At Rise, that means the top of the play, ladies and gentlemen. You see Ezra Pound, infamous American poet. And I'm going to be playing with his voice today, so don't be thrown off. Now, if you go after this and listen to him online, reciting shit poems, you'll see what I'm talking about. Infamous American poet downstage looking out at the audience. A slash denotes an interruption in dialogue. That's for the actors. Pound. You think me mad, don't you? Benito Mussolini is preoccupied in front of a mirror, practicing various poses and faces that he's known for. Just like the rest of them. Listen to this and tell me if this sounds like the writings of a madman. Benito, henceforth known as Benny, is now doing various squats and stretches, still in front of the mirror. Pound reads a passage from his Pison Cantos. That's a book of poems, his last book of poems. He wrote this when he was incarcerated, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And a white ox on the road to Pisa, as if facing the tower. Dark sheep in the drill field, and on wet days were clouds. In the mountain, as if under the guard roosts.
A tutti calore, pappardelle. A tutti calore, pappardelle.
Benny, I'm asking you as a friend.
No,
why don't you?
No, poetica, no.
You fascist pig. I'm reaching out as a friend, a compadre, a friend in need.
A pasta e fagioli.
You and your posture, and you're defeated. You've been defeated. There are no more speeches from the balcony at Piazza Venezia. Take it like a man.
Much too serious, poetica, too many boo-boo.
Stop calling me poetica. Call me by my name, per favor.
Per favor.
He's making fun of Pound.
Per favor. Bravissimo, americano.
We can hear Dean Martin sway off in the distance. Benny goes apeshit, claps his hand like a lunatic.
Oh, Dean Martin, sì. Rat Pack Americano. You like poetica, huh?
There's a lot of blowback, by the way, G. So I think it's maybe the volume. No, I don't like. I much prefer the poems of Cavalcanti or the odes of the troubadours.
Blah, 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 blah.
The Confucian odes are also worth mentioning.
Blah, blah, blah.
You need to get your head in the game.
You much intellectual. What is Americano saying? Lighten up, no? I like.
The mind of a weakling. Lighten up. Yes, let me do that. Lighten
It's
up.
only advice. Huh?
Am I lighten up enough?
You sensitive boy.
A man walks in. The master of ceremony strikes a gong on stage. He then walks downstage and speaks to the audience.
If you're thinking what I'm thinking, they do seem like an old married couple, but there are greater forces at work, and this evening will reveal that. Remember, tonight is meant to be an experience. It doesn't require you to figure out too much, so while there may be no popcorn, there will be a fair amount of bickering, and maybe a little bit of poetry and madness, and most importantly, some hot bitches.
As MC exit off to one side, Melda enters from the other side, or just shows up. MC bangs the gong and sits next to it on a stool.
Oh, Benny! I love
What is that shit?
What's next? Benny. I love window shopping in the Vita del Corso. Benny.
Oh, great. He references Melda.
Amore mio, let's dance to Ella Fitzgerald, no?
He crosses to Melda, who's burdened by so many designer shopping bags. She looks at Pound.
Why isn't Manboy helping with bags? Oh, Manboy.
No, amore mio, Americano is poetica, not a Gianni. How many times remind you?
What?
Her eyes. Yeah.
He's not Zanny? You joker, Benny.
Si, amore mio, I am a jokester, but your shopping? No joke.
I do not like you. Lecture me like a Fermi.
Down to the audience. Enrico Fermi, famous physicist who did groundbreaking work in quantum mechanics. Benny and Melda roll their eyes at Pound. Enrico Fermi stands up from the audience and speaks in meticulous English.
Ladies and gentlemen, ignorance is never better than knowledge. There are two possible outcomes. If the result confirms the hypothesis, then you've made a discovery. If the result is contrary to the discovery, then you've made a discovery. Do you know what I mean?
Ugh, Fermi. He and his this.
These go.
They have difficulty saying discovery. They try to urge each other on.
Cove. Yes.
Fermi remains standing, not knowing what to do. Melda.
He was past lover, but he was too dork.
She screams it directly at Fermi. Pound. Too dork. Pound unrolls a long papyrus, takes out a magnifying glass. Their discovery bit leads into jitterbugging to Wham's Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. The music fades as they keep dancing, and Pound reads from the papyrus. So the fires that lit once dreams, now over and spent, lie dead within four walls. And so now love rains down and so enriches some stiff face and strews a mind with precious metaphors.
No! Damn, no!
Who is this, Zanny? Why you not get me Pellegrino?
Amore mio here. Americano, a pazzo americano.
Eh?
And not Zani, just poetica.
MC enters, the others actors freeze. Remember, MC is a conversationalist and has that tone whenever he speaks.
Hey, let's clear something up. What exactly is a Zani? Well, it is a character of a trickster or servant from Commedia dell'arte.
Sound unfreezes. It's Italian improvisational theater. I love it. I love this culture. Don't like America. Treated me like a dog, worse than a dog.
This ain't your soapbox, Pound.
Well, what is? You know how many folks I helped back in the day? How many poets and writers and artists?
No one cares. No one fucking cares.
Melda and Benny unfreeze.
Say again.
He is dork. Fermi is dork. He still stands.
Points to still standing Fermi.
No, amore mio. I talk about the fact.
Eh?
The fact.
Fermi says something, shut the plebeians up. Fermi clears his throat, says more.
Before I came here, I was confused on what's happening here. Having listened to all this, I'm still confused. But on a higher level.
Fermi finally sits.
He has a soft stick. It sinks down.
It's no Benito Mussolini, eh?
Reactor. Razzie.
He swoons. Where the hell did Fermi go? He's looking to the audience. Hey, have you seen Fermi? He searches the theater.
Here is Arlecchino from Commedia dell'arte.
Arlecchino comes in and proceeds to do a mime to piano music. This goes on for a time while Pound is now in the audience looking for Fermi. Melda turns away from Benny to audience.
I am Batman.
His palms sweat, knees weak, arms heavy. There's vomit on sweatshirt. Mama's spaghetti.
I am Batman.
Fermi, you bastard! We know what you've done. You can't hide. The world knows you can't hide.
I'm Batman.
He nervous, but the surface he look calm, ready.
I'm Batman.
Benny, can you please put a leash on her? Everyone gasps theatrically and looks to Pound.
Oh, boy, you're not so politically correct, no?
I am Batman.
Si, amore mio, you are a Batman! Don't pay much. Focus to Americano. He's so, dumb.
Bene. Caro mio, you...
Eh?
a date.
Eh?
A date.
Are you trying to say validate?
Sì, Azeni, sì. He correctamundo.
Pound finds Fermi. There you are, you rascal. MC bangs the gong.
Perhaps we've never been visited by the alien because they have looked upon Earth and decided there's no sign of intelligent life.
Everything goes to black, silence. The sound of dripping water grows in volume, and it's just that for a time. Light eventually back to full, slowly. It's a different scene. Benny, aka Benito Mussolini, addresses the masses.
We are not like English. We are not like them. We haven't elevated lying into a government art or into a narcotic.
A deafening roar from the crowd. The bullshit!
Black shirts of aroma. I come among you to look you firmly into the eyes. I feel your temperature. Break the silence, which is so dear to me.
Another roar from the crowd, Melda in a pool of light applying lipstick.
Penny, feel this.
She grabs her breasts. I listened to this. I even believed in this. You know where it got me?
Since we only deal in facts, it is useless for the enemy to exaggerate the figures of its booty.
A booty?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. All your bunk. Ass.
Poetica, please, you two rush, and not slow.
What the fuck does that mean?
We call bread a bread. We call wine.
See, Benny, wine. Let's drink and make love.
Doritos and cottage cheese. Delicioso.
Not that shit again. It got me the first time.
So poetica. Mangi?
You can't fool me. You did once.
No, Americano, many times a fool. No secret.
Do you know how many days I spent in St. Elizabeth's?
Shut up, Zanny. Try to do some Benny.
3,649 days.
Oh, so exact.
In
Hermes stands again.
science, one tries to tell people in such a way as to be understood by everyone. But in the case of poetry, it's the exact opposite.
You start to get me excited. Down below.
The crowd roars again. Silence. Fermi looks around for approval. None comes. So he sits. MC begins a slide presentation of St. Elizabeth's Hospital.
St. Elizabeth's Hospital in Washington, D.C., the government hospital for the insane. Here we have one of the 2 freshwater springs. There are farms and greenhouses. There are pioneered by many new therapists. Here, psychotherapists, hydrotherapists, malarial therapy.
And don't you damn well forget electroshock and lobotomies.
Benny, make a sound.
Si, amore mio, a feather make a sound.
No, feather does not make sound.
Si, poetica, say yes to lady. Feather make sound.
Fermi stands again.
In the cosmic influence, and if the right elements mix, and if the sun is out, a feather can.
Gap! Fermi sheepishly sits. Pound. Fermi, don't be such a bitch. Where the hell did he go?
He has a soft stick, remember?
Si, amore mio, we remember. Your voice is like honey. It is calm at dawn, the sky at sunset, the dew on top of a whale's penis.
Benny, why do you agree with everything she says? What kind of a man are you? Stop being such a goddamn cuckold. Benny and Melda get into the same routine as earlier.
Oh,
Go, go,
oh,
good,
I
Go-
got cold.
Oh, cuckold! 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 I was giving a slide presentation. Can we get back to that, please?
No one wants to rehash any of that.
No, speak for yourself.
I lived it.
Yeah, your mimesis.
What?
You're against.
What? What?
You're how you say
Fermi stands.
Nemesis.
sì, bravo, dottore.
Shoop, Benny.
Eh?
Shoop, Benny.
Ah, you want soup?
See, Benny.
Okay,
shoop.
cara mia, soup.
Sì, Benny.
Now?
Sì.
Okay, we soup.
Salt and pepper soup. Melda and Benny groove while Pound waters his plants with a huge watering can. Hermie, still standing, decides to join the dancing couple without their asking. Fermi dances the most sexually out of them all, constantly thrusting his pelvis in all directions. The music fades out, and now we hear the announcement from the 1983 version of the emergency broadcast system. The actors eventually all freeze except for Pound, who keeps watering his plants. The MC bangs the gong, and Melda crosses to one side of the stage, and Benny crosses the other. Fermi crosses center stage.
Hey, yeah, I want to.
Oh, how you doing, baby?
No, not you. The bow-legged one. Yeah.
What is your name?
Damn, baby, that sounds sexy.
I'm not shy. So I ask for the digits.
Melda breaks the rap.
You are shy because of your thing down below.
MC bangs the gong, Pound speaks. You three are awful, just atrocious. Your performance skills are...
Speak for yourself, Poetica.
I am speaking for myself. Who the hell do you think I am speaking for? Why do you people keep saying this?
Ah, Zenny, I get it.
You make a mockery of the great Italian theater, the birthplace of commedia. The Italians developed the intermezzi. They developed theatrical perspective. Here we go again, trying to say mockery.
Mo. Oh.
Mo.
Ooh. Ooh.
You.
Cake.
Curry.
Fermi, do something. Stop this madness. Say something profound. Fermi is feeling forced.
So as fast as I could, I went after my net. And I said, with my net, I can get, I bet, with my net, I can get the things there. Do you understand?
Fermi, what in the hell?
That was Dr. Seuss.
That was no Abbott and Costello. See,
Fermi, your use of metered rhyme was outstanding, but it was not very profound statement. It was quite simplistic. Fermi very angry.
Can't a fella have some fun?
Ladies and gents, that was a first.
Maybe he's not so small after all.
Damn, Fermi, just making an observation, an astute observation.
Observation is a vital part of the scientific method, where we as a scientists, collect and record data.
Oh, Jesus.
no again, no.
The dork boy.
So sorry.
MC.
So sorry. We cannot control him, nor any up here in front of you. Instinctually, they are like beasts of the wild.
Observations can be qualitative and quantitative. Yes, qualitative, come on. Meaning, they provide results without numbers.
They all begin to doze off except for Pound, who continues watering his plants.
Or quantitative, meaning they provide numerical results.
We begin to see recent images of the cosmos projected above.
Scientists use observation to develop and test Theories and hypotheses.
Edmund Rubra's third movement of his Seventh Symphony plays. Fermi is in thrall while others sleep in pound waters. Fermi eventually lights a sparkler and stands until it burns out. The music fades with it. Silence for a bit. MC hits the gong.
We have to get to the point of all of this.
Oh, what?
You know what I'm talking about.
I do not want to go there.
We have to go there.
Bullshit.
Stop arguing, you cantankerous fuck.
If I didn't repartee, I would not be me. I would not be Pound.
I hate to break it to you, but no one reads you anymore. No one knows who you are.
Spoken like a true Philistine, or a Philistine, like a mediocre.
You're too difficult.
Would you say that about the Sistine Chapel? Or Picasso's Guernica?
See, Poetica, too difficult.
Benny and Melda have been sitting and drinking cappuccinos.
You need a goddamn glossary or encyclopedia on your lap if someone is reading one of your poems.
I'm making the mind spin, the thoughts swirl, the images spark.
Oh, please, shut the face, Zanny.
Fermi mirrors Melda.
Shut face, Sunny.
Silence. Yikes, Fermi, what the hell, man? You okay?
The nature of art is to connect, to communicate, to relate some universal truth.
I do all that.
No, you keep people at a distance.
Not this bullshit.
Ugh, see, Benny, this is bullshit. Zanny is bullshit. My cappuccino is now cold.
Benny, keep your bitch on a leash.
See?
Leash? What is
Leash?
Leash.
Tries
leash?
again, says,
Leash.
Chase, bitch.
A leash on the beach?
Yep.
See. Cara mio, see.
MC bangs the gong.
This is boring. Let's watch a movie about beasts in wild.
Lions, tigers, and bears?
Si, cara mio, lions, tigers, bears.
Benny struts his dictatorial strut to center stage and claps his hands twice. Pound and Furby grab a bench and place center stage. All four sit. MC brings popcorn and licorice. Pound gets up to grab wine. Furby begins to churn butter. Fermi begins to churn butter. The MC stands and begins to play the kazoo. Fermi continues to churn. A video of the honey badger in the wild plays. Fermi, what in the heck are you doing?
Turning butter.
See, like Amish.
See, like a Dutch.
See, like a Pennsylvania Dutch.
See, like a horse and buggy.
See, like a Cornish yin.
See, like lions, tigers, and bears.
See, care mio, like lions, tigers, and bears.
Honey Badger video now changes into Judy Garland singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Everyone freezes and watches Miss Garland. Eventually, we see a picture of the young Pound with his mother in his military academy outfit. Then another picture of him as a young poet. Then the famous photo by E.O. Hop. All of this as we hear Garland. Music and the projection fade. Silence, sound of dripping water. All right. There it is, folks.
Mmm.
Tasty.